Yo, what's up YouTube? Dirty Dan Gaming coming back with another Rise of Kingdoms video, and today we are going to be rounding out and finishing the cavalry commanders from within the Wheel of Fortune. We're going to be talking about my man XY. Let's check him out. Alright guys, so here we are. We have our buddy, the king of Western Chu, Mr. Xiang. I don't know if I said that right. If I did, I'm sorry. He is a cavalry conquering and skill damage commander, and man oh man does this guy pack a punch. As always, with all of our commander overview videos, we are going to be going over the skills, giving a determination if they are worthy for Season of Conquest gameplay. And then I believe in our next video what we are going to do is who to prioritize within these Wheel of Fortune commanders, since you are going to have access to all of them as soon as you are entering Season of Conquest. So without further ado, let's check out his skills. First skill, Warlords Courage. Rage requirement of 900. Please take note of that. This guy has some really nice things that go for him in terms of rage. Deals direct damage up to 3 targets in a forward facing fan-shaped area. Direct damage factor of 1700. Damage dealt to each target is reduced by 25% for each additional target. Successfully hit targets also suffer 30% reduced defense for 3 seconds. So we finally got a traditional AoE commander when XY came to Rise of Kingdoms. The only thing that isn't too great about him is that he has the highest damage reduction for each target that you hit due to the AoE. Usually we see 15%. XY unfortunately is giving a 25% reduction for each additional target. But I think he makes up for that a little bit with the massive 30% reduced defense for 3 seconds. That's huge, guys. That is huge. That is really nice for cavalry players to have, because we just didn't really have everything. For us was, I think, for the most part, just like skill damage. But this is nice. I don't think we had any really stat debuff attributes from cavalry commanders until we got XY, so very nice skill. Next, Snow Hoof Stallion. Cavalry units led by this commander gain 40% increased attack and 15% increased march speed. Very standard. You see this with most commanders. When attacked, they have a 20% chance to gain 25% march speed for 3 seconds. This effect can trigger once every 5 seconds. That is an amazing part of the skill to have. You should, if you are an Arc Runner in Arc of Osiris, XY should be a part of that, just because a lot of the times when you are getting march speed buffs, it is conditional to when you are attacking, not getting attacked. So this one is really nice that even if you're trying to run away and someone's hitting you, you have that chance to get that boost of 25% march speed and kind of start to zoom off. Really nice too if paired with like a Belisarius. You get that 25% march speed boost to get away, and then hopefully you disengage from battle, and then you also get that additional boost from Belisarius, or even like an Attila. Attila has that aspect as well. For when you leave battle, you are going to get a boost in march speed. Not saying that I would condone pairing XY with Belisarius, but if you don't have those options, then I guess you could. Next skill, Conqueror of All. While attacking strongholds or governor cities, troops led by this commander gain 5% increased damage, and normal attacks have a 10% chance to deal additional direct damage factor up to 400, which can trigger at most once every 3 seconds. So again, a pretty standard skill from what we're seeing in terms of conquering skills. When you're attacking a stronghold or city, you're getting a damage buff, and then you're getting a little bit of burst damage coming from that second part in the form of a 400 direct damage factor. Last skill before the expertise, Forceful Spearhead. While on the map, active skill cost is reduced by 50 rage. So that means that his active skill proccing off only takes 850 rage. That is insane. After XY has used his active skill, his troops will gain a stack of cavalry damage plus 5% and march speed minus 10% for 10 seconds. Another stack is gained if they are being surrounded. This effect can stack up to 6 times. So you're talking about a potential stack of up to 30% increased cav damage, but then you're also going to be hindered by the fact of up to minus 60% march speed. Now, keep in mind, this is after you launch an active skill. So if you're just doing some of that poking, out of a city, or a little bit of poking here and there, just make sure that you're not proccing off that skill. Like if you're in like a little bit of a shady situation and you have that potential to get swarmed down, maybe poke and then run away a little bit faster than you normally would with XY, just because that debuff is pretty massive. And again, that's if you are surrounded. This to me is really more of an anti-swarm function, or when you are rallying. Now, is it a good anti-swarm function? Not really. In our KVK, we were still swarming XY Chandras. It hurts, not as much as an Attila Takeda. I think probably not even as much as like a Nebu Gilga, but it still hurts a little bit. But it's not the best anti-swarm function, and calves are still a viable target to get swarmed, as well as the archers even still too. So, okay skill here. I'll go over a little bit more in depth of what I think about the skill after the expertise. Expertise, Unbeatable Warlord. Troops led by this commander deal an extra 10% skill damage. Very nice. It's passive. You don't have to do anything for it. It's totally free. When troops have gained a rage buff for more than one turn, their skill damage will increase by 10% for 3 seconds. This effect can trigger at most once every 5 seconds. Honestly, expertise to me is a little meh. You're going to be getting rage buffs from commanders like William, commanders like Joan, Jadwiga. Even Jadwiga, you can kind of run Jadwiga with in a counter rally situation, but it's just a little underwhelming. You're talking about a total of 20% increased skill damage altogether, and half of that 20% is conditional. If you take a look at Sun Tzu, you're getting 20% for free, and he's an epic. So, not the most like wow expertise, but again, if you are a rally leader, you always want to be taking advantage of the expertise commanders. Don't really want to be rallying with non-expertise. Now, I'm going to spoil this a little bit for some future videos that I'm probably going to do, but XY to me, if you're not a rally leader, 5511 and you are good to go. Again, this expertise is very underwhelming. I believe that this skill is a anti-swarm. The 50 rage reduction is nice, but I don't think it's something that you should really go too crazy about. And getting up to 30% cav damage means that you have to be getting swarmed by 6 marches, and usually, at least when I play, for the most part, when I start to get swarmed down by at least 3 marches, I'm usually trying to pull out of there. So, and then this is conditional to, attacking cities, kind of like a rally skill. So 5511 XY is gravy in my books. I think you can be happy with that investment. XY is going to get the dirty 2 thumbs up. Open field commanders, especially for cavalry players, I think he's a must-have. And for, of course, the rally leaders, the current meta for rally combination in Season of Conquest is XY Chandra. And I'm sure that we're going to get another commander or so in the future that is just going to make XY shine that much more. He's just a really good all-around commander. He's got a lot of things that work for him, including the conquering tree. Just have to play smart with him a little bit, because he is kind of like the new age Genghis Khan, where you do get targeted quite often. But again, he's very good. I like him a lot. I was super happy with him when I invested into him in our KVK 4, and I was only running him at like a 5.5.1.3 or something like that, and I was still very happy with the results that I was getting. Very fun in PvE, very fun in PvP. Helps you in Canyon a decent amount. And again, like I said, the second skill is very nice to have for Ark of Osiris gameplay. So all in all, he's a very good commander. I think cavalry players should definitely go for him, and anyone who's looking to be an aspiring rally lead. So with that, we're going to wrap up the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you like the content, please consider slapping a like and subscribing down below. It's all totally free, and you can change your mind later if you don't like me. And stay tuned for our next video, because we're going to do the Wheel of Fortune Cavalry priority list next. As always, love you guys. Thank you for the support. Peace out.